The meeting that the EU energy ministers had yesterday concerning the future of the energy sector, focusing on concerns over energy prices and expiration of the transit agreement between Ukraine and Russia, which has been key to Russian gas supplies to Europe. During the meeting, the European Commission plans to update member states on preparations for the winter and alternative energy supply sources. The meeting will mark the first for the new EU Energy Commissioner, Danish politician Dan Jørgensen. Ministers are expected to discuss options for reducing energy prices, strengthening industrial competitiveness, and continuing the green transition. Energy affordability remains a pressing concern, with volatile prices driven by geopolitical tensions, supply chain disruptions, and reliance on fossil fuel imports, states a document prepared by Hungary, which currently holds the EU Council presidency. The European Commission said that the end of the agreement between Kiev and Moscow has already been factored into European gas markets, and the region is expected to find alternative supply sources. Meanwhile, gas buyers in Slovakia and Hungary are negotiating to maintain supplies through exchange mechanism between Azerbaijan and Russia. Gas prices in Europe have significantly decreased compared to the peak levels of 2022, largely due to an increase in liquefied natural gas (LNG) imports. However, prices remain high, and many households and businesses continue to face financial strains from expensive energy resources. In January, the European Commission plans to introduce a new initiative called Competitiveness Compacts, aimed at strengthening energy security and reducing dependence on fossil fuels. In February, a clean industrial deal strategy will be proposed, which will include a detailed plan for ensuring affordable energy and supporting industry. The EU will also prepare a roadmap for a complete phase-out of Russian energy supplies, which still account for about 15% of the bloc's imports. Russian gas monopoly Gazprom has included in its internal plans for 2025 the assumption that gas transit to Europe through Ukraine will cease after 31st of December 2024. Slovakia will hold a series of negotiations to ensure the continued supply of Russian gas after the expiration of the current transit through Ukraine. So, truth be told, the war in Ukraine has exposed that the Russian cheap gas has kept a lot of Europe's industries running. It has equally exposed how unprepared that the countries in Europe or European Union were. They never planned for a suitable plan B. They never maybe imagined a day like this coming so fast. So they have to learn from this, and they have to sit on a round table, find a cheaper alternative, because the way the winter is already showcasing itself, this is not going to be an easy winter. And businesses need to keep their businesses running. People need to heat their homes. So it is now left for the European leaders to find a suitable, reliable, cheap energy in order to be able to meet up with the expectations of their people. So it is only time will tell. It is now left for these EU energy ministers to do their homework very well and come up with results or solutions that will profit their various countries and their citizens.